Friends, it's a pleasure to address you. I am today standing before you with a walking stick. But when you were my students, I stood before you with a bow tie and a hockey stick. I walked into the hall with my wife, daughter and granddaughter. I am sure when you joined in the early 60s, you were in your 16 years and 18 years old, youngsters. Now I am sure you have walked in as I have done, as fathers and grandfathers, and with the children doing brilliantly well, all and abroad and so on. So I wish all of you a healthy life, happy life, and a blessing to sleep well. That is very, very important. At my age, 87, I sleep without any problem. That is all because of your values. You've been straightforward, hardworking, and honest. I don't think God will not help you to go to sleep whenever you want to sleep and also die very peacefully when the time comes. And when you came into the campus, I remember you were staying in the hostel in Saidapet. We were on the stage of CLRI, and there was only one civil engineering block. Little later, Krishna hostel came in, and the whole area was a forest. Absolutely nothing in this campus. I came here in 1961, and what happened was, most of the science faculty, they were PhDs. Most of the engineering faculty, assistant professors and so on, were non-PhDs. They were only master degree holders. And in humanities, I was the only fellow, and I had my PhD. What happened was, when my own professor offered 1 crore of rupees or $1 million US to start a postgraduate center in industrial relations, it was unfortunate. Natarajan may know the reason, that the university did not permit me to start a postgraduate institution because humanities was an auxiliary area, not the main area. When engineering faculty didn't have postgraduate studies, nor the science faculty had a postgraduate department, why should there be a postgraduate unit for humanities? Maybe the reasoning, but I have no regrets. I was kept free to do whatever you want. The engineering assistant professors were very keen on going to Germany to get their PhD. And the science faculty was busy in building their labs and so on and so forth. So, it came on me the beautiful task of creating the social infrastructure in this campus. And I can go on and on for hours together about the various dimensions of the cultural, intellectual and professional bodies that have been created in this campus. Starting with, the Campus Times. Klein was requested to be the publisher because if I were the publisher, there will be a lot of objections, In other words, you cannot have freedom of expression. Whereas when Klein was there, our students could write beautifully. For example, they said IIT is famous for first-rate students, second-rate equipment, and third-rate teachers. This is what they could write and get away. And we also took it in good humor. That is very important. The second infrastructure is creating the OIT as a cultural center in IIT. Not only the inter-hostel cultural festivals and competitions, but also intercollegiate competitions, and culminated into Mardi Gras, as I am the fellow who organizes it, Center for Convocation, and it's a gala every Saturday. Originally English movies, later on slowly Katti Patang and Navara were also shown, and language movies were allowed. And then I also used it to collect money to build the Piliamman temple, because that is another infrastructure. It's very important, because Piliamman temple is the temple for the class 3 and class 4 people on the campus. And other culmination is the sports activity. 10 years we led the inter-IIT championships consecutively. That kind of record, I don't think we can get it. I left IIT in 1981, and 82 inter-IIT they lost. And Professor Indiresan phoned me saying the missing element was Anandram. And that's true, because they lost by 1 point. And that is because of lack of strategy. Sometimes you have to pretend to be ill in order not to avoid playing badminton, and so that the next day we can defeat somebody else. You see, that kind of strategy is very, very important. See, you see, like this, you see, the campus has changed completely. You have changed, I have changed, our children have changed, and after 81, a lot of changes have come about in IIT, of which I am not very familiar, but all I know is it is inclined more towards research and oriented towards helping the public at large, like construction of houses and so on and so forth. And your contribution, I think more than money, technical contribution is very, very important. In my case, I can't do anything. Only economics I am not going to teach you anymore. But I am very glad to see all of you. I am 87, but you are 70, you know, something great, 70 plus. And the happiest day is to look at all of you, and all your wives are new, isn't it? Because when you were students, you didn't have your wives in that. Now they are with you, with the children. I wish all of them very well, and thank you for the honor you have given me.
I would like you to say, I'm from Pachepas, if you don't mind.
Actually, when you talk about heritage, one thing you have missed, which I would like to recall. The traditional lamp, which is the emblem of, you know, who is the author of that? There he is, Natarajan. He is the one, yeah. He is the one who created it. Against a lot of discussions and debates, for a modern institute, a traditional agal valak. You get my point? So you must give credit to him for that particular thing. And thank you very much.